This is what happens when you were just playing around and then shit got real.
Things get real.
Things get real.
That's how life usually happens.
They need to do a reality show that just like follows kids from like birth all the way up. And then the moment that they graduate, things get real.
Things get real.
Welcome to life.
And then there's like a spinoff. This is the spinoff, and this is real life.
This is real life. This is real life. This is real life. This is real life. What's up, guys? Hello. Welcome back to my channel, and this is the second edition of Fantastic OREO. Look! I told you it was gonna upgrade by the second. I told you it was about to happen. So if y'all are, let's get these little tidbits out of the way. So this is episode 2. My special guest today is Mr. John Hopper.
Hello.
He is low key. You're low key like the co-founder of Fantastic OREO, because this wouldn't have been a thing, honestly, if it wasn't for us just kind of BSing around at work.
I know. It was a good idea though.
It was a good idea. So we got some interesting topics today. If you are listening to us on SoundCloud, make sure that you are subscribed, because I will upload on the 15th and the 31st of every month. You will get it first. YouTube will be watching this later on. So if you are watching this on YouTube, make sure that you go, it'll pop up down here at the bottom. Make sure that you follow us on SoundCloud and all that good stuff. All the links will be down below. I do actually have an Ask FM. I said this before. So if you did want to join in and ask random questions or just say whatever you want, this is a random podcast about random things. I don't think I said that, but this is exactly what it is. So yeah, topic today.
We got rituals.
Rituals.
Yeah.
That's what we're going.
Many forms of rituals, in fact. Just whatever you can think of.
Yeah. So when you first told me about this, I was like, oh boy. I was immediately thinking like religious rituals. Are we doing like, what we doing?
Well, I was thinking, it could be various forms. What I had originally thought of when I was talking about rituals, I guess I had woken up one morning before work and I was thinking about topics for this episode, and then I thought, what do I do before work? And then everyone's always got those little rituals you do before you do something. So
yeah.
I figured that'd be a good topic to cover. And I don't know. And then we can cascade and build upon that.
Come on, cascade.
Like musicians and things like that, right?
It low key. It just like, now I'm just convinced everybody's OCD. Like you ever watch those like TLC specials where they got people that got to count? You know what?
Exactly.
If we're, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, like when I first get up in the morning, like I don't know why, but when I put on deodorant, this is so weird, but I have to put it on 6 times per arm.
Like the strokes, right?
And I sit there and I count it like straight up. Like I feel so uneven. Like I will literally sometimes like in a rush do it like 4 times, and I'll go back and go. I feel like I don't know why I started doing that, but I feel like 6 is like enough.
I'm trying to think about what I do. Like I have to always take like a bath before every shift, or whenever I wake up. Like a bath is immediate, and I don't know why that is. I guess that's because I was raised just like bathing all the time. I don't know. I was born in the water.
Not raised bathing all the time.
I don't know where I get that, but I'm always bathing so much. And then like the deodorant thing, I'll do it until it's like just, I don't know.
I use so much deodorant though. Like it is insane.
I need to get some new deodorant actually.
Hell, my little brother and my dad, for some reason, nobody else in the house does this but them. But they feel like they have to have a new towel. Like in multiple ones. It's like I need it for like a washcloth. I need it to like cover the floor. I need it to dry myself. Like it's multiple towels.
Yeah, it's a multiple
and
use.
it's insane how much towels they use. And I ask them both what is the point, and they can't give me a logical answer. But like both of them do it. Meanwhile, me and my mom, my sister, we use the one towel and hang it up every day.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah. Repetitive use towels. I think, I do that too. But a towel, I'd be like the floor, get everything,
It just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense using a towel just once.
Yeah.
You gotta let that thing dry.
That's what I do, but I don't know. And then like he's like my little brother's going to college. Like he just graduated high school, so he's going to college. And we were making a joke like we don't know what you're gonna do because you're gonna be in a community. You can't just use a shit ton of towels.
Yeah, I mean,
like what are you gonna do?
Sam's buying towels.
You know what's my mom said that she started buying him towels when he was in the 9th grade. Oh. She said that she has a stockpile like of towels that's been hidden this whole time.
So
just for him because she knew. She was like, this boy gone.
Like he's gonna go through one and then the next one and one.
He's gonna come home and take our towels. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh gosh.
I don't. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Towel thief there.
I'm trying to think of it. You know what else I do that's weird? When I make my bed up, and I started doing this when I was a little kid. I feel I have to position my stuffed animals on my bed a certain way. And originally it was because I was like obsessed with Toy Story as like a kid, right? Oh yeah. And after that, I was convinced that toys moved.
And they're real.
Yes. At 25, going to be 26 years old, I still am convinced that toys move. So I have to position them a certain way because just in case they move, I'm going to know.
You'll know. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, literally, it's the exact same position, and it's been the exact same way since I was at least 8. And I can't like, and I always know.
Trying to imagine this scene of you before bed. All right. Woody Buzz, y'all looking good. Bo Peep over here, all right. Potato Head. Your arm wasn't there last night.
One time we went on vacation, I was really like trying to really make a point to my parents that I was telling the truth. So I got some masking tape and I put it right in front of each thing. And I put a dot, like a permanent marker dot on each piece of tape. Yeah. And I was like, okay, if they move, I'm going to know.
No, because they were right here.
They were right here.
Oh, well, that's beautiful. That is great.
I still do that. That's so sad.
Oh, no,
I did it in college. Like, I don't think you understand.
So wait,
serious.
You had people over and they would see these stuffed animals, and did you still have your marker for the? I
just know, like I put them in. No, I'm not gonna lie. I have two new stuffed animals. Like 2 of them are like one of them is an OG stuffed animal. Her name is Chelsea. Got She's like a little black puppy lab.
Gotcha.
And I got another one named Roxy. She's also a puppy. She's like a black and white puppy. Those 2 are like the OG ones, right? I just got 2. I got another one. I named her Precious. All of these dogs, by the way, y'all are named by they're named after real dogs. I have to get back into that later. But I just got a recent one named Precious, named Precious, right?
Precious.
So Precious don't be moving crazy, but she be looking at me weird. And I don't be appreciating it. Like, I know for a fact I'll position her a certain way on purpose. And then I look back and she's just like,
staring.
I'm like, I don't like this. Now, recently, I just got a Pikachu because I went and saw Detective Pokemon and got really obsessed. So I went and bought Detective Pikachu. Now, this one freaked me the fuck out because I know for a fact I was coming home from work and I know I hadn't even sat on the bed yet. So there was no reason for it to even kind of moved. I know that for a fact it was turned straight ahead. I went and changed clothes, came back in the room, and it was turned sideways. And I was like, you know what? You're the one. You're going to be the one that proves my point that I've been trying to prove this point since 97. It's Detective Pikachu. That's going to be the one.
That'll be the one that, yeah.
That's going to be it. Yeah. That's it.
It's kind of terrifying in a way, but.
That's y'all can't tell me. Toys, listen. Toys come to life when we're not there. I don't care what anybody says. Toy Story was on to some shit. I don't care what anybody says.
No, I think that's true. Maybe.
I think it is.
In some sort of world or universe.
Oh yeah. All these alternate universes
come to life. All.
Oh yeah. That's what I said. I've just accepted I'm weird as shit. It's fine. It's fine. I just can't because like
we're all wacky.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I also now have a new ritual where I have to sit in bed. I think it's just this came with me being in my 20s. I always sit in my bed at least for at least 20 minutes, just contemplating life.
Oh God.
And really just being like, do I really need to get up?
Yeah.
And go to work?
Exactly.
Like, do I really need to do this?
Do I need to keep pursuing this?
I want to know this is happening to anybody else? Because I really just be laying there like, okay. How many times have I called out? When's the last time I called out?
Yeah.
What was the excuse? I can tell you because listen, let me tell you how I called out. My first time calling out at work, I had told Justin that I ran off the road. And Justin was pissed. And he was like, well, you're going to have to bring me a tow truck, a receipt.
Oh, my God.
I was like, okay. So me being the scammer that I am, I go to Walmart. And I know that Walmart has receipt books. So they have a tow truck one, kind of like an auto mechanic one. Uh-huh. So I go and buy it.
That is awesome.
I buy it and I get to work and I get on Photoshop and I come up with this company. So basically what I did, I Googled a company that doesn't exist anymore, but they still have a Google page. And I double checked and I called the number. It doesn't exist anymore.
That's awesome.
So I literally came up with this whole business just off of that Google.
That's so good.
Literally went on between Microsoft Word and Photoshop, crafted it up, did the exact dimensions, and it was a blank sheet. And I went and just kept copying. I kept printing it out on that piece of paper to make it line up. Yeah, made
layers.
it make it line up. Great. And I got one of my students to sign it to make it. I went through all that effort. I was so ready the next day. I was so ready to give it to Justin. I was like, all right, I'm ready.
Got it.
Come at me, bro. Fucking forgot about it. Didn't even say shit to me about it.
Exactly.
I was so mad. I was upset. I put in a lot of effort.
I know the one time that I got out of work recently was with the doctor's excuse, but I actually went to the doctor, and when I gave them the actual doctor's excuse, they were like, well, what does this mean? Like, what do you mean? It was some kind of, the way the doctor had worded it was so medically, like the verbiage was in the words, it was so medical that they were like, we're gonna Google that. And I was like,
damn,
you don't believe me. I don't ever, I really, and
I can't. I've been prepared. Every time I come up with an excuse, I've always listened.
See, I don't know.
I be back, listen, because I just be convinced that they be trying to get out on me. So I just be prepared.
I think, I don't know. I don't really call into work. I see my schedule and I'm just like, well, I got to do this. Oh, it's grueling. Gosh.
Speaking of doctors, you know why? Okay. I want to know who decided that they're just going to scribble. Mm-hmm. Like, you ever just thought about that?
Yeah.
Like, why is that? Like, that's just what they do.
Yeah, they just.
It's like, who can read that? Like, if I'm trying to get a prescription.
Yeah.
Who's reading? Like, what?
It's the pharmacists, isn't it? Don't they write in Latin, right?
Yo, what if it's Morse code?
Yeah, exactly.
What if, like, that scribble is actually fucking Morse code and we don't know it? They could be telling all of your business via scribble. It may look like a normal scribble to us, yes. But then the pharmacy sees it and they're just like,
oh, complete piece of shit.
They open it up and they're looking at it. They're just like, okay, Mr. Johnson, it'll be ready in an hour. And you know they're back there talking shit. Like, you know what?
They're like, Mr. Johnson's got erectile dysfunction. He also complains about his dog. It's like, oh,
his asshole's falling out, you know?
Yeah. It's like, shit, doc, can you give him everything? His social security card is.
They're just telling everything. Like, they got all the business. Like, I just don't understand.
Doctors, they're on it.
So I got a big one, a big ritual that I found, because I just know that the most rituals that are major to me is like religious ones, right? So I'm gonna say this now as a disclaimer. Your girl is Christian out here in these streets, okay? I was definitely raised Southern Baptist, born, raised, so I can, listen, I can give you some examples of these crazy rituals. So I'm gonna start off with one that I saw on YouTube recently about, apparently in Bali, they have this ritual that when kids get around, I think like 16, in order for them to be considered an adult, they have to file their teeth down. They have a whole, like, it's like a big deal. Like, they have to dress up, get all nice. Apparently, like, they can't touch the ground with their feet. So originally, they were carried. Like I guess back in the day, they were carried to the teeth filing ceremony. But now in 2019, they just wear socks. Okay. But it has to be unbranded. That's what that's what they said in the video.
No name socks.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. But okay, but yeah, it's a big deal. And like they'll go and they'll do this little thing. They'll lay them down. They'll do something with their feet. And they'll lay them down, and each tool it's supposed to symbolize something, but it just looks like you're about to like do an ice sculpture to me.
Oh my gosh.
It is, and they're not even like dentist. Like I might have felt better if it was dentist tools, but it's like shank like homemade.
Filing it down.
Yeah,
beforehand.
like it's homemade stuff, and they just gotta lay there, and apparently it's their canine teeth that they focus on, and the whole reason why is because it's supposed to be like, I guess since you're an adult, like you're supposed to be able to have more restriction. So it's like apparently they see canine teeth as like you showing like you used to be a caveman.
Or like aggression. What would that be?
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine like why.
Like I thought that was the weirdest shit. Like I was like, but why though? Like
I don't understand that. I wonder. I don't know anyone from Bali. We need to find some people from Bali.
Yeah,
and
like
just inspect their mouths.
But you know what? It didn't look bad afterward. I guess because they do it so much. But it does look weird. Like you ever see like a cartoon and they draw their teeth like perfectly straight? Of course. That's what it looks like.
Ooh, yeah.
It's weird. And then on top of that, like I'm not trying to be characteristic, but a lot of like Asian people faces be small. And so it just looks you look like a caricature. It's so weird. Like it is. I can't. Like it was just really weird.
I get that. I've worked and lived with a lot of Asians, and they are characters. Disclaimer: if you're Asian and watching this and listening, just we're just throwing it out there.
Just throwing it out there.
You're all characters.
There's always truth to stereotypes.
Yeah. Thank God for Jackie Chan.
So I got another funny one. So apparently in the Jewish religion, they got this thing. I think it's called caprot. Apparently, what they do is that it's not just anybody. I think it's like the rabbis. They get this chicken, this poached chicken, and they hold it up above their heads, and they just by their feathers, their breasts, I guess technically that would be, and they swing it around multiple times, chanting things. And it's apparently supposed to be transferring their sins to the chicken.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then they kill the chicken, which I was like, okay, I guess that would kind of make sense. Yeah. But the thing that threw me the hell off was that they feed it to the poor. So I'm like, damn, like you just don't give a fuck, do you? It's kind of like Drag Me to Hell. When that old lady cursed that button and they just transferring the button around, like we don't want it because we're rabbi.
You take that.
But we're gonna give it to the poor in masses. Like like y'all already shit faced. You might as well just take everything else.
You're poor. Here, have a sin covered chicken. It's like, jeez. Why are you giving me this chicken? Thank you. Chicken. But for real, I think I think my niece does that about every day. She'll be throwing chickens because we got chickens.
Oh my God!
She'll be swinging chickens around by their legs.
Oh my God!
We don't eat them, I guess, but she's transferring some energy.
But chickens are crazy.
Yeah, they are.
You know what? That in itself needs to be something we need to look up. Why are chickens always the center of like religious things? Like you ever just thought about it? Like chickens are always the thing that's sacrificed, and like why?
Why you gotta be that with chickens? Well, they taste good. I know that. So
is it because they're dirty?
I don't know.
But the poached chickens, like damn.
Yeah.
Do they reproduce like that for y'all to just be sacrificing chickens?
These chickens have reproduced in sin. Oh, that's great.
I don't know. I just thought that was kind of weird. And it didn't make any sense. I got one that's in the Christian religion, well, the Southern Baptist one that doesn't make any sense to me personally. And I'm gonna step on some toes, but I'm just gonna say it. I don't understand the point of tithes. I don't. I understand the point of offering because the church got to survive too. It's like a business, but I never understood tithes because I know people that feel like I know that they're gonna say like you need to give, some of your money back to God. I get it because God made the money, God made you. I get that, but what makes me feel weird about it is that I've always been told my whole life it has to be 20%.
See, now that's crazy because I've been told it's like give 10% to savings, 10% to tithes. And
See, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, why? First of all, why the percentage? And then two, who said that God wants the money? Like, don't you think God rich?
Yeah.
Like God made the money. Like he don't need it.
Yeah.
Like it's not like he up in heaven hurting.
And the thing that gets me with that one too is, no offense, but I mean, I guess it seems like because they're using it for the Lord's work, but the church is still using it. So someone's still in charge of all that money.
Yeah.
So that's always kind of got.
It just never made any sense because, like I said, I would rather you be straight up and say we need this money for the church because our pews are old or we trying to get a van to transport old people. I would rather you say that because since churches are not supposed to be for nonprofit, that would make sense. Yeah. Like you got your members and they do that, but I just damn near feel like tithes is like your membership fee. Like welcome.
It seems like that.
Hi, welcome to church.
Hi.
Welcome to the Christian religion. Here is your so here is some grape juice. This is going to be symbolized as Jesus' blood for the rest of your life. So here's some grape juice. And here are your crackers.
Eat.
It's supposed to be bread, but we broke. Sometimes it's goldfish, so you get a little snack. So, here's all of that. And here's all the versions of the Bible because there's the regular, then there's the King James and the New King James. Like he reinvented himself.
He did.
He needed to rewrite the whole Bible again.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying. So it just, it's just certain stuff that this is the reason why I end up leaving the church at 18 because some stuff just didn't make any sense to me after a while.
Sure.
Like I'm definitely still Christian, but some stuff just don't make sense. Like it just really doesn't.
It's like the organized religion part of it, I think.
Yeah.
Like
that's what makes it weird.
That always gets me.
And then I don't understand why we got to stand up and sit down so much.
Yeah, you're standing up like every song.
Like why? Like why are we standing up? We used to have to stand up when the pastor came in, like he was the judge, like he was like we were in court. Just stand up, and then we just.
I think we used to do that.
All rise.
Yeah, I think our Methodist church, we used to do that. We would stand when he came in, sing a couple songs, sit down, stand up again. Yeah, it's back and forth.
I never understood that.
I don't get that.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Like I'm there to just
get the word in, get out,
They need to have drive-through churches.
Oh gosh.
Like can we just pull up like Sonic and just press just get what we need.
Get the number one. Get absolved and be on my way.
Let me get the Philippians 4:13, please. The Genesis 1:1. Revelations. That's how you got to say that. You can't just say Revelations.
Yeah, because
Revelations. Like it's a scary book. I used to be scared as hell of that book.
That is a scary book. That book freaks me out.
Yes. It's just the apocalypse, basically.
Yeah. And then when we like throw the horses in there and the chariots and like
fucking Armageddon.
Eesh,
Sheesh.
gives me chills.
I know. But you know what's crazy? Like people you ever realize that every year we think the world's gonna end? You ever thought about that?
Yeah.
Because I can vaguely remember in 99. Everybody thought the world was going to end in 2000. Like I remember people were flipping their shit. They was like, oh, this is it. This is it, guys. Might as well just brace ourselves. Look, me, I'm like 6. I'm like, what?
Why am I bracing myself for anything at all?
What? I just want to watch cartoons.
So crazy story on Lakeland Drive. They used to have this billboard and it was like a countdown billboard to the days of 2000. Do you ever remember? Oh gosh, I wish I had a photo of that because I can always remember passing it. and seeing like this many days until the millennium, and like I don't know if it was religious or what, but it was like, oh, it's coming. It's like, wow.
I think that's what I can tell you the years. It was 2000, and then it was 2006 because that was the year we had 666 for a date, and everybody thought the world was gonna end.
Yeah, that Omen. Came
Yeah,
out on
and then it turned into like 2012 because we had the movie, and everybody was, and then the Mayan calendar and all that kind of crap. But why did people think the world's gonna end because of the Mayan calendar?
Yeah, how'd they get it right?
Yeah. Like how? I mean, I'm pretty sure there was so many other people that was like dictating like what day it was and what time.
I guess just because of the stars, right? The stars were aligned and something. There was something with astrology, I think, that they had predicted, and for some reason it was like turned out that it was correct, their prediction on like the planets. But in the end, I mean, of course, it's like, well, why, if the planets are doing this, why would that mean the end of the world? I don't know.
You know, I know this is random as shit, but
Maybe that's it.
poor fucking Pluto. Like, Pluto just got the short
end of the stick.
Pluto is my favorite planet, and I was very devastated when they decided to tell me that it wasn't one anymore. Because it was just the littlest, and it was the underdog, and it was undiscovered. So it was just kind of like random, and you didn't know what was out there, and I was really into Pluto.
That's so weird that you say that, because I was washing my car about 3 days ago thinking, why did we get rid of Pluto? And like, I swear to you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why? Like, can we not just keep it?
I think I was reading something about how they discover more planets every day that like have like human life on them. And I was just like, well, then why did we get rid of Pluto if we're saying there are so many of others?
Listen, y'all cannot tell me that aliens not real out here in these streets. I don't care what anybody says. Aliens are real. Mermaids are real. Just all these mythological creatures that we was taught about in school, they are all real. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah,
because there's nothing that can prove otherwise. Like, if you really think about it, we don't know.
Yeah,
but it's also kind of scary because I feel like Earth is just like, I guess because we just so free-willed. Like, now mind you, this might just be because I watch too much Teen Titans and like Rick and Morty. But I feel like Earth is just kind of like how like people view America. We're just so free and stupid.
Exactly.
I think I think we're just like, people just watch. I wouldn't be shocked if we're like a whole reality show on all the rest of these planets. Like, people just like tune in to their favorite Earth, to their favorite Earthling, and just be like, look at this. Look at this.
And if that were the case, it'd be like Mississippi's like the public cable access to that one. They're like, oh, no one's watching us, really.
Oh, no. Oh, bless it. You know what I thought about when I was at work? Y'all, we had a class reunion that was the class of 64. And I was like, oh, that's cute. That's so great that y'all still living and y'all can like, okay, listen, my mama wasn't even born in like 64 yet. So, I mean, y'all kind of pushing it. But in the midst of me bringing food, I'm bringing they basic tea, salads and shit. Yep. I go in there and they all nice, they speaking. But then I look around and in my head, I was like, where's the black people? Right? Like, yeah. Instantly I went, there ain't no black people here. Like, and then it hit me. Oh, this was 64.
64, exactly.
In Mississippi.
Hold up.
Oh, shit. We wasn't even fucking segregated then.
No.
We really, oh.
And so you're sitting there carrying the teas like, these fuckers.
Hell yeah. Because the first thing that popped into my head, did you stop? The camera stopped. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. God damn it, this happens every time. I'm keeping this rolling because I do this. I'm not stopping this. Because me and this camera, we do this all the time. It gets to a certain point and you're like, I don't know what recording anymore. There we go. Because it's got a full battery. That doesn't make any,
Oh, it cuts off at a certain point.
It just cuts off. It already told me that it's splitting up the tracks. So now I'm going to have like a whole bunch of like little movie files everywhere.
Oh gosh, you got to separate.
Yeah, it sucks. But anyway, like I was saying about these old people. But I don't care what anybody says. Like, born and raised in Mississippi, y'all. there is just certain parts. Like, I know there's certain things that people say about Mississippi that they just be like, oh, we just backwards and barefoot back here. Which is true to a certain extent, you know, but God, I'm not gonna lie. When I was walking in that room serving them people them teas, and they was just looking at me like, "Oh, look, a Negro girl."
Yeah, right.
Like they was just like
God.
so fascinated. And then Lord forbid I talked. They're like, "Oh God."
Oh, and with every one of those things, those functions, like
Yeah.
I feel like being not only that, but like serving people like food and stuff.
Yeah,
It's just
it's so weird. It is the
It
weirdest
sucks.
thing. Like if you want to learn what it was like back in 1965, go serve. Go to a restaurant and serve tables. You will be shocked. You will be so shocked.
and it's just like, how do you explain that? I don't know.
I don't know. It was so weird. And then it was just because it really hit me. Like when I was giving them their stuff, like, wow, like these people really, like when they was graduating high school, like, because all I kept thinking about was like, it probably wasn't everybody, but I'm pretty sure a good bit of these people were the people that were like pissed that
it was-
they were trying to segregate down here. Like, because yeah, think about it. These were like at least 16, 17, 18-year-old kids.
Yeah, and then their opinions were still so influenced by their home life and all that.
And then it also makes me think like, wow, that really wasn't that long ago. Cause like I joke around, but like my mama was born in 65, y'all. So that really, like my mom's she about to be 53 this year. So that's really not, like if you just think about it, that's really not that long ago that we was still fighting for that type of thing. That's crazy.
It is.
That's crazy.
Some
That's
bullshit.
also a stupid ritual because I didn't watch I don't know how many documentaries growing up, and I don't know how many white people saying why they needed to be segregated, but it never made any sense to me. It never made any like none of them had valid points.
It's never a valid point with that.
None of them had valid points. Like it never made any sense.
It's not. I don't think. I think that you get cultivation from the collective. With ideas and things. But at that time, I think just everything was so damn fucked up. And even though today, though, I get what you're saying because like serving older folks, I get that feeling of like,
oh yeah,
because of course my tattoos, they looking at me like, you son of a God. I'm sitting here feeling like I'm about to.
I have had the most, just for me working in different places, I've had the most craziest stuff that was low-key racist said to me that I couldn't even react fast enough because I was just like,
oh wait.
I remember one day I was working at a gym and I was cleaning, just doing what I'm supposed to do, just cleaning, whatever. I got my headphones in, listening to Beyonce, just vacuuming. And one lady stopped me, tapped me on the shoulder, and I was like, ma'am, yes, do you need some, what? Yes. She was like, you clean so good. I just want you to come to my house and clean. And I was like, bitch, the fuck did you just say to me? And I couldn't react fast enough. And luckily her friend was beside her and just went,
did you just say that?
Yeah.
Deborah?
But that's the funny part, y'all. Like they say it with such it's just in the South. They say it with such a sincere, like they really wasn't trying to, but it's like they just mentally
did not grasp.
Yeah. And
language.
I was like, oh my God, like, oh Lord.
Oh Lord. Me to come be her maid. Fuck you. I'm about to take this towel and strangle you.
Right. Look, me, bitch. I saw the help. You must have forgot that was based in Mississippi. I saw the help.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
I just thought that was so. I done had all kind of crazy stuff happen. Child.
Get the fuck on over.
Basically. But you know what? Speaking of the South, can I just discuss? I don't know if you heard about this. So the show Author, PBS Author. Mm-hmm. They decided to make a episode of Arthur where Mr. Rapper got married to his boyfriend. Now, it became a big ass motherfucking deal.
I didn't hear this.
This happened like the end of May that it got announced, and people were flipping their shit. It was like some people was like, oh, it's fine. It's not like we didn't know that he was gay. Like you could tell from him. You know what I mean? And then you got the other people that feel like, they don't want their kids exposed and yada, yada, yada. I thought this would be interesting to bring up with you because you're a dad to a young child.
Yeah.
And everybody that was against this was saying that they just felt like, because everybody that I saw comments was like, I don't have a problem with gay people, but I don't want my child exposed to this.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, I guess when I think about that is like, I don't have a problem with gay people, and Mary, she doesn't either. And I think that it's all in stages. You have to slowly, like, because I think my son's too, River, he has no concept of like,
Like what's happening,
what's going on,
yeah,
really, besides crayons and watching Peter Pan at night. But I know there's gonna come a point when it's like, okay, this and this, and at that point it's just like, hey, they love each other, they're expressing love, so I think that's the way it should be. It's like everything comes at a stage. You learn certain things in life, but people freaking out about that. Because
I'd love to see the episode. Like,
apparently, I don't think it's gonna air in Mississippi. I think.
Are you serious?
Yeah. No.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm serious. Like, it was certain states that was not having it. So
Jeez.
I'm gonna go look it up because I do want to watch it. But okay, I'm gonna say my little mini rant. Those of y'all that watch my channel know your girl gay as fuck. So I'm gonna say this: when it comes to the media and gay people, I have a love-hate relationship, because in some aspects, if you do it correctly, it's fantastic. It's a good educational tool to just basically, for the people that are opposed to it, just show, hey, we're just normal people out here living just like you. We go to work, we have kids, and all that kind of stuff like that.
We got
which
bills.
is exactly. But I also know, especially with it being Pride Month, that you got these companies that really don't like us, but they love our money.
Yeah.
So that's where it comes into play, where you'll have like those shows that'll have like the typical gay character that's just super, super flamboyant for just no reason. And it's just like, why you doing that? There's so many other just different people just in general. And you're just trying to capitalize off this. I don't think that's what Author was doing, because Author is very much like an educational program. It's PBS, so it's like purposely there to like educate kids.
Yeah, exactly.
So I highly doubt that they were gonna do this in a way that was gonna be like gay porn. You know what I mean? Like it was.
Oh, God,
I'm pretty positive it was just gonna be like an introduction. Like, this is my boyfriend or my fiance. We're gonna get married, and I'm pretty sure the kids are gonna be ecstatic because they love they love their teacher, and like it was gonna be. I feel like that's probably the angle that they were gonna go at, but I just hate when people have that argument of like, I don't want my kids exposed. Like, it's so crazy to me how in 2019 people really do think that you can just catch the gay. That's not how that works. Like, at all. Like, just because like me, I grew up with straight parents. I saw nothing but, and nobody else in my family is gay but me and my cousin, but he don't count. But but I didn't grow up, and he didn't either. Like, we didn't grow up seeing that. So it's like, you can't really, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. And I just feel like today's kids are so much more smart and like open-minded than what we could ever be, and
Truly.
I think that we're trying to shield them for no reason.
I think that too. Having a little child, a little human, basically, and watching him, I have no idea what my or your progress or anyone's progress was at like 2 years old, but seeing the level of just like thinking and smarts, like every day is something new that he notices. So I don't see why,
I don't know. Like I said, especially because like these kids nowadays are growing up with technology. Like they have.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, we didn't have, like, us as like late 80s, early 90s babies. Like, we did not have as much technology as these kids do nowadays. Like, our level of technology was going to the fucking computer lab
at like a library.
at the library, at our like school, and having that basic, and normally it was something like educational. Heck, the first time I really just got on the internet and started doing stuff, I think I was like in the 4th grade, and my mama always been tech savvy, y'all. Christine always tech savvy. She one of the people that used to have put parental blocks on the freaking computer. So I was limited, but I would get on DisneyChannel.com, play games and all that kind of stuff like that. And then I got to junior high and made a Facebook, a Bebo, and a MySpace, I think, all at the same time, and a YouTube channel.
You went all in.
Shout out to my music channel. If y'all not fucking subscribed to that, you should. Because you can definitely see baby Chelsea all the way up until now. I think my page, it's like 11 years now I've been on YouTube.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's commitment
But
right there.
it's just like, these kids, like, we witnessed the evolution of technology.
Exactly.
So it's like, we use it, but it's still people. It's people our age that's still kind of like, I don't know about this technology thing. Like,
Seriously.
what is this? A light bulb? Like, what?
I'm still kind of like that with computers and phones and stuff, like recording software and things. But you know, these kids, they were born into it. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like they're stepping, like they're walking out of a womb. I think we should stop babying these kids. I really think that this generation coming up, even though that there's pros and cons to all this, because even though, yes, they do have the technology, there is some cons to it. Because I do feel like this generation nowadays, and this is just from me working with them, because I work at a college. So this is just from me observing them firsthand, that there is a disconnect when it comes to certain things like communication. These children cannot communicate effectively, and it drives me insane. But it's just because, like I said, there's pros and cons. They're super smart. If you go and ask them how to set up a web page or go on social media and create like a campaign. You should have seen the homecoming campaigns before school let out. Like, these kids are throwing carnivals. I was just impressed. They had videos that was going viral, child. These kids. You got it.
But it's just the level of communication, like, because the kids would come down, say they have a conflict. It would be something stupid normally. And it could be resolved with them just talking, like sitting down face to face, having a conversation and talking it out. But they rather go on social media and just absolutely destroy somebody versus just talking. Or hell, I'd rather you just fight in person versus doing it on Instagram or like Twitter. Yeah. That's like annoying to me. Like, I've never liked that. Like, I'd rather you talk face to face. If y'all beef it out, then you beef it out. If not, and you work it out, that's fantastic. But like, there's like a disconnect with that. And like, I remember I have this binder in my closet that I kept of notes that I used to pass in like the 6th grade. I don't know why I have this binder still. Oh, that's great. So my little brother is a typical little brother. He goes through my shit. I love him to death, but he's always done that. And he found this binder and he came up to me in the most sincere way and was like, did y'all really used to communicate? Like y'all used to pass, like how? He was like, can you explain how y'all used to pass notes? And,
oh my God.
Because you got to think about it. He's 17. So like he's used to having like a cell phone and things like that. So like, you know, when we were kids, we barely, a lot of people still didn't have cell phones back then.
Exactly.
As literally as early as like 2005, like a lot of us really didn't have cell phones back then. We were still passing notes, and he was so serious. Like, I wish you could saw his face. He came to me the most sincere. Just, I don't understand. How did you do this? Like, I was like, it was something, we just wrote it, and then, you know, in the midst of us changing classes, we would either pass it like drug dealers or, you know. But he was, I mean, it was just so funny, like the generational, and we're just 8 years apart. So
he's 17.
Oh, wow. He was so serious. I was like, Lord Jesus, bless the children of the world.
I remember those days though. That was nice. But I get that though. People don't know how to just hold a conversation.
Yeah, I don't know what these kids are gonna do when they like graduate college, because networking online is great, but you need to know how to do it in person as well.
Truly,
you have to.
That's the key to it all.
It is essential in order for you to like be successful.
You're gonna have more classes for like public speaking one day, I bet.
They still not gonna do it.
Yeah,
they still not gonna do it. Like,
our president in 2030 is gonna be like tweeting.
It's probably gonna be Kanye. I'm pretty sure Kanye's gonna be president by then.
Gosh,
that's gonna scare me. I love Kanye to death. I made several videos about Kanye on my channel before. I love Kanye.
He's great.
I just don't want him president. I feel like for his mental health, I don't want him president, and that's my sole reasoning. I just think for his mental health, I don't want Kanye president. However, I do want him to run, because those Yeezy season shirts we about to get for the campaign, awesome. It's gonna be lit. They're gonna be expensive, but I will buy it.
Can you imagine the ads too, like the promotional, like the
I'm Kanye
ads
West.
Yeah. Oh, that would be incredible.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh Lord, I can remember the ones from Hillary and Trump. Golly, those scare me to this day too. Golly, I don't even.
I was so devastated at that freaking president. Let me not talk about that Cheeto that we have for a president. Let me not do that, because child, I don't be getting into politics because I don't get into it like that. But I just, child, America, we got to get it together.
That's the truth.
I think this is just a wake up call that we got to get our shit together.
Yeah,
I think that's all that it is. Because you know what's crazy? My grandma, I was telling you, I was making a legacy video right before she passed away, and I was asking her about just recent stuff and like just getting her opinion about it. And it was very interesting to me. My grandmother was born in 1931, so she had every reason to have this like closed mind. Was in Mississippi most of her life, sharecropping, grew up, literally right off of the edge of slavery, because her mother was right at the end of slavery. That's how close that is to me. Wow. So she had every reason to like have a closed minded. But I asked her question that I asked her that stuck out to me was very interesting. I asked her about how she felt about gay marriage and just gay people in general. And she gave me the cutest, most sincere answer I've ever heard, and it almost made me want to cry, because she just literally was just like, I don't understand why people are just so upset. Like people, like everybody lives their lives how they want to live them, and you should just let people just live their life. Like that was her sentence. You should just let people live their lives. Like it just doesn't make any sense why you try to dictate to somebody else their life. And she said it in the most sincere way, and I literally almost wanted to just hug her cute little face. I'm like, oh my God, I love you. And I asked her about Trump, because this was the year that he just got into office, and everybody was like panicking. Yeah. I said, how do you feel about Trump being elected? And she just looked at me and just said, everybody deserves a chance. Oh, wow. She said, everybody deserves a chance. She said, if he gets in there, he messes it up, okay, we got 4 years, we can like get somebody else. Yeah. But she was like, everybody deserves a chance. She said, give him a chance, see what happens. If he's bad, great, we can just get him out, and who knows. And because mind you, I was one of those people that was like butthurt. Like was depressed for 2 days, like for real. I actually made a video during that, actually the day afterward, but that was for something else, but you could just tell how depressed I was. But yeah, like she was so like she was just the most open-minded woman. For her to be her age, she was very like ahead of her time.
That's awesome though.
Very
such
much.
A profound thing to say.
Yeah, she was, and I was just like, wow. That's like, this is why I love you.
Yeah.
This is why. Like I was raised by a bunch of like independent women in life. So my grandma was like getting it. I wish I could have recorded when she was telling me how to like hustle.
Yeah.
Cause she was so serious. It was right after I graduated college. She was sitting in my kitchen. She was like, Chelsea, you need to get your hustle. You need to cause back in my day, she was like, I used to sell popcorn to the kids and candy, and I was selling my eggs, and I had this, like, my grandma was like, cause like my grandma was like a single mother raising 3 kids. Oh wow. So in Utica, Mississippi.
Rough times.
So really just in the 60s and 70s.
Utica in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh hell no.
So she was just like, I was doing this, I was doing that. And then like she was telling me all the different jobs she used to work at, like Vicksburg and like the casino and the hotel, and she did a bunch of stuff. Like she just was like, but it was just so funny. She was so serious. She was like, you need to get your hustle, and you could just do your music. She was always my little like biggest supporter. I miss that old lady. I really do.
Oh, she sounds sweet.
Yeah, I miss her, man. But yeah, that's why I said, like, I don't know. I just wish people would have that same mindset nowadays. I feel like we could get stuff done.
Yeah.
We could just get stuff done. Like, people just doing too
that's
goddamn
what John,
much.
Our manager, had said that day. He was like, I had said something about it was this vacation we had just gone on. He was like, oh yeah, the podcast thing, huh? And I was like, yeah. He said, yeah, everyone's got to have a hustle. I'm like, John, what you talking about? What's your hustle? You come to work, you go home. Oh God.
Yeah, it's just, people just don't know. Like, it just really be a struggle out here in these streets. I wish it wasn't, because that's what, if I could talk to Trump, first of all, I have to take me some of my ADD medicine to calm down, because I might hit him. But then I also would just really be like, okay, I know you pissed at Obama and you was trying to erase a whole bunch of stuff, but he was this close to getting our student loans disappeared.
Yeah.
He was really like this, like, oh, did you have to get, you couldn't have just pushed that through? Cause Sally is, and she thinks she's slick, cause Sally didn't change the name. Thought we weren't gonna know. Navi. We know that's you, bitch. Sally. I had been dodging her ass for a long time, and then she finally got me this year. I really did. I had been dodging. I was like, Sally, I can't afford, baby. I didn't got no money. I got no job.
That's
what you want from me?
I owe so much with my student loans too.
God.
I hate that.
Yeah,
it's like that barrier above your head on your shoulders, like.
And I fucking hate that bill collectors call you from local numbers now. That gets on my nerves. That should be illegal.
Yeah.
Trump, that should be illegal. Like, honestly. Sitting over here calling me. I'm thinking it's a job.
Yeah.
Calling me from California and things. Getting excited.
Oh my gosh, I almost got tricked. I've had scammers call me after my taxes.
God.
This shows how just, I guess, stupid I am at some things. Very smart in some things, but this number calls me that Mr. Hopper, we call from the IRS, the government. They had a government number, everything. And I was like, okay, I'll bite. So I'm sitting here and they're like, your social's this, your address is this. I was like, yeah. They're like, well, listen, you owe like $17,000, and if we don't get, we'll take $3,000 today. I was like, hold on, what? And they're like, no, if you get off the phone with us, we're gonna arrest you. And I was like, oh God.
What?
And see, I've been in jail too many times to be like, I listen, I'm not gonna hang up because I don't want no damn police coming to my door.
Not today.
And I sat there with him, and then finally I was like, while I was on the phone, I was like, hold on, I put him on speaker, and I was like texting my dad, like, got you, okay, hold on. So he's like, oh man, that's a scam. And I asked Mary, she was like, that's a scam. And I was like, my dad sent me a Google link. He's like, scams from outside Washington, Mumbai, India. I was
not
like,
Mumbai, India.
I'm like, oh man, okay. So I got back on the phone with him. I was like, yeah, I'm not paying that. Bye. But it freaked me out because
I don't understand. Like, so were they gonna ask you for like your bank or something information to pay it?
Oh yeah, they were gonna get my
okay. So that's how they was gonna
do
that.
And they were gonna get my card number. And then the weirdest thing about that was in the background. You know, when you call someplace, you got like some background noise.
Yeah.
Right? They had this background full of people on the phone, and you could hear like just going on. Like we will call the police.
Thank you for calling Apple support.
Oh my God. And I was sitting there just like, and I Googled the number. I was like, okay, yeah, that's a real business there.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I can't.
I was sweating bullets, freaking out.
That needs to stop. So Trump, that's on the
Get
list
that
as well.
out of here.
You gotta fix that.
Jeez.
Also, stop building this goddamn wall.
Yeah.
Stop this. That don't make no Listen, Trump, baby. I don't know if you missed this in school, but America was built off of immigrants, baby. Like straight up, indigenous people. Listen, okay. Instead of building things, okay, because I could tell that you was a Legos motherfucker.
He was.
You was, because you be too happy to just build and like just fucking destroy shit all the time. You was one of them kids. I was fucking really into Pokemon like that and making sound effects. Listen, this could be a simple solution. He making this complicated. All you got to do is just strengthen, get a solid like way that people can come into this country correctly. That's all you got to do. Okay. If you want to keep people on the borders, that's fine. Okay. But I feel like if people knew of a easy way or just a way to come into this country, do what they got to, like you need to do this, that, and the third. Mm-hmm. And then X amount of time, like kind of like how people do like a K-1 visa when they like want to get married or like when people come over for like for school, like it should be like that. Just have certain, however you want to do it, get you some good white people and just come up because they know how to write a good letter. Okay. Write it down, figure out how you're going to do that. And then just do it like that. And then just say, hey, if you want to come over here, don't come to the borders. We want you to be safe. We don't want you to get hurt. We want you to get shot, anything like that.
Yep.
You can come to this place. If you can get and then if you want to do that, instead of building a wall, have it to where if they at the borders that you can come in and it's a little entry or something, like a little way, and hi, welcome to America. You wanna get in? Okay, cool. Here's paperwork, or however you want to do it. I feel like that would be better than doing this.
Yeah.
Because this is not gonna stop them.
Yeah, it's just gonna shut them out and increase it, I would think.
And it doesn't. I don't know. It just, like I said, to me, I feel like everybody is needed in this country. We're very much DIY type of a country. Everybody's needed. So why make it complicated for people to come? Like I said, this country was literally founded off. I mean, people would come from all over the place, not just from Mexico, just from everywhere. Like we had a bunch of people come in whenever the Holocaust happened. Exactly. We had just all types of people coming from everywhere. And so it's like
so far out of our history.
It's really not. So it's just like why? Like it doesn't. It's just inhumane. It just doesn't make any sense. And then now you got like these kids that don't have their parents, and then you're not even caring to like try to break a language barrier to figure out who kid belongs to where. And then I heard the other day that like now that their kids passing away in these camps that he got. It's just stupid.
Yeah, the camps are the scary
Donald,
part about that.
Get your shit together. Moral of the story: get your shit together, because your time about to be up.
His response would probably be like, "Well, I have my stuff together, but."
Maybe we need to send Kim Kardashian back up in there, because apparently he only listens to her. See, y'all be trying to get out on Kimberly, but she about the only one who can walk up in the White House,
whisper in his ear.
Yeah, and get some stuff done. You know she finna be a lawyer.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm proud of her. I don't care what anybody says. I love Kim Kardashian. Okay, it's Sunday that we're recording this. I can't wait to go home and watch Keeping It with the Kardashians. It's Sunday. My Sunday's got something to do now because I'll be mad when it's not on. Listen. I'm proud of her. Like she said that she really is like doing this, and she said on the show, in 10 years or so, she wants to give all this Kim K stuff up and just do this full time. Just be a lawyer full time.
Her father, wasn't he? He was a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
and it's not shocking because I saw people that was like on there like, well, I don't understand like why she wants to do this. Y'all, listen. Kim has been saying even before she was famous. They asked her what she wanted to be when she grew up. She used to say, forensic scientist, like I'm really into like I want to be a detective. She's always said that, so it's not shocking that she wants to go into the criminal justice field. She's always said that. And and then she grew up with her dad. She grew up watching her dad go through these cases, and she used to say she used to sneak into his office and go over files. And so I'm not shocked. I am here for lawyer Kim. Yeah. Somebody made these sweatshirts that I want so badly that literally says Kim Kardashian is my lawyer. That's awesome. I want one so bad. Kim, listen, you need to capitalize off of that, okay? Because you already got all of us buying KKW beauty and the perfume and everything else that you sell. Why not do that? Because Kanye should make the Yeezy. Ooh,
he would make the.
I would buy that.
Yeah.
I would instantly buy that. If Yeezy like came out with that sweatshirt that says Kim is my lawyer,
it would be done.
It would sell out instantly.
They wouldn't have
it. Would sell out instantly.
And then they do like just reproductions. And
hell yeah! I'm here for lawyer Kim, okay? And I'm glad that she's like, I want to give this up, and I really want to just focus on this and focus on my kids because she got 4 now.
Does she?
Yeah, she just had one little boy recently. His name is Psalm West.
I did not know that.
So now we got North, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm.
That's awesome.
That's 4 out of the 9 kids that grandkids that Christianer has. So there's that.
I wonder what her rituals would be. Like
my God.
Her morning thing is.
They've released some videos sometimes into like glimpses of like what their morning routines are, and it's very interesting.
I bet that would be.
It is. It's very like Kim gets up at the crack of ass for like no reason. Like
that's so
she
funny.
Gets up at like 5 a.m. just so she can go work out with her personal trainer.
See, now that ties back. That was like Ernest Hemingway's thing. He would get up really early to write.
I can't do that. Like I know that they. God damn it! This goddamn camera. God damn it! Hold on. Let me go and press it again. This camera's like, bitch, listen. I've had enough. I've had enough of you and your lies.
Your lies.
You and your lies. We're doing pretty good. We still got two battery left. Okay. We doing pretty good. We're having a good discussion. But oh yeah, I found so I found another ritual since I'm gonna get back to ritual real fast.
Yeah.
So I read last night because I was up, needed to be watching these children, but you know.
Researching.
Yeah. So I read that there used to be this ritual in medieval times.
Oh God.
You know, just all kind of diseases was just running around back then. So, you know, they had people that was like leper, you know, had leprosy out here in these streets. And they used to do this the most, Jesus. So they had this ritual that when somebody had it, it would be these women that was taking care of them. They would come, and you know, it messes with your skin. You know, you got pus coming out your skin and your skin peeling. It's just nasty. They would go up to these people to cure them. I'm gonna read this correctly. They used to literally suck the pus from their wounds and eat the scabs. and this was a sign of extreme holiness.
Oh.
So in their religion, in order to cure it, because you know leprosy is just one of them diseases that it was real bad, because they mentioned it in the damn Bible, so you know that was running rampant.
Good Lord.
In order for them, I mean, was it like they was volunteering as tribute? Like they was just trying to die?
It's me.
I got you, Lord. I'm just gonna, let me just, ugh.
Hold on, let me get that scab.
Is it, but it's just the fact that you gonna, if you would you rather, right? Like, would you rather suck pus out of somebody's scab or eat the scab?
Ooh.
Like, what?
Golly. What? How good of a person did you have to be to get that title? Like,
oh my God. Like, what?
oh, that's rough.
Oh, John.
I wouldn't do that. That turns my stomach up in knots.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to lighten it up. I'm going to do one more topic. And then we're going to go into random facts times where we got to ask Siri how many the fuck we going to do today. But this last thing that I heard, no, it's two things quick. One, there was this Instagram video that I saw of this lady. Apparently there was a 74-year-old hiker woman that got injured and she couldn't get to safety. And they had to come get her in the chopper. So they put her in a little thing where they could wheel her up. But something malfunctioned.
Oh, God.
And instead of it bringing her up, she started spinning.
Ooh.
I mean, and it wasn't even like, I mean, she at some point, John, got the same speed as the helicopter like blade. 74-year-old woman.
Spinning.
Just spinning. What? What would be going through your, like, imagine if you were 74 years old. Just thinking you're about to get rescued.
Yeah.
And
you start spinning. Can you imagine that?
Oh, no. Oh, God.
Oh, my land.
Oh.
We wouldn't even be able to, like, just consciously have words at that point. You would just be...
Oh.
It would just be a wheezing sort of...
Oh, God.
Golly,
Oh,
poor thing.
Jesus. Oh, God, help me, Lord.
But the brain after spinning that fast, ooh, she had to get jumbled up.
But you know what's funny? She was okay.
Oh.
Like she
Never felt better.
She didn't get no concussion. She didn't get no whiplash. She didn't get...
Got out of that thing walking like she just...
Could you imagine when she finally got out of that sleep at John? Because I'm just thinking, like, you know how when you go on those spinning top rides at the fair?
I'm telling you, yeah.
And you get off and you walking all drunk?
That's exactly what I'm thinking right now. 74 spinning
She's
at the rate
74 years old,
of a helicopter blade.
That would be too much for us.
Yeah.
Let alone somebody 74.
Well, she's a hiker. I guess she's like, she's got something going on. She's like,
Oh, bless.
Superwoman.
I saw that and I swear to God that tickled the hell out of me. I felt bad for laughing,
Yeah.
but it was so funny. Like, cause it was just slow. I'm gonna just play the video for y'all on YouTube so y'all can see. She just got the spinning, Lord. And what I was trying to figure out is why did nobody try to stop it? Like nobody tried. Like I didn't see nobody trying to reach and
take the spin away.
I didn't see the chopper maybe coming down a little bit to try to do something. Nobody. They just. Oh.
She had a
I
head
bet her
rush.
name was Suzanne.
Suzanne.
I bet. Fucking Suzanne. Suzanne.
She got awful. What's your name, ma'am? Suzanne. I got 3 miles left on that hike. Take me back.
Fucking
Rough.
Suzanne. Oh my God. Okay. Oh Jesus. Okay. All right. I got one more topic, and then I'm gonna go. Oh God, I'm so tickled. Okay. I heard Nickelodeon announced that they're gonna do a spin-off show of SpongeBob.
Ooh.
SpongeBob's first spinoff. It's gonna be basically following 10-year-old SpongeBob going to camp.
Oh wow.
Now I'm a big ass SpongeBob fan. I don't think you understand. I'm a SpongeBob fucking connoisseur. Okay.
Okay.
It's serious.
Yeah.
So when I read this, because I get the tweets whenever SpongeBob tweets.
Yeah.
I get the notifications when he posts things on the Instagram.
You're on it.
Because he has a Twitter and an Instagram. I know. So when I read this, I wasn't sure because I also read they were going to do a live action SpongeBob episode with all the voice actors too. Now I was kind of here for that, honestly, but I had some people like, "Oh my God, that's so weird."
That'd be cool.
I was kind of here for it, but the spinoff. Okay, here's my only complaint. SpongeBob is already childish. Like he's already kind of childlike. Mm-hmm. And we've kind of already seen him go to camp, and it was kind of funny because him and Patrick got on the wrong boat, and they went to prison camp instead of summer camp. It was hilarious. And it was funny because at the end, they liked prison camp better. So when they did go to the other camp, they thought it sucked. So we've already kind of seen this concept before. I don't know how well it's going to play out for 10-year-old SpongeBob. Like SpongeBob, I believe him, and I'm mistaken. I think he's 32, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably.
Yeah. So he's a 80s baby.
Yeah.
And he acts like a kid on a regular day. So I don't know how well they can play even more childish SpongeBob. You see what I'm saying? Like SpongeBob is a good level of childish but like adult at the same time. Like he's like a good happy, like he's basically the perfect example of you don't let the little kid die in you when you get older, like which is what you shouldn't do. Those of y'all stuffy old grown-ups out there. But I don't know how well.
I don't know how that could play out.
Yeah.
And do they know how many episodes it would be or anything?
I don't know. It's supposed to be a spinoff, so it's probably not gonna be that many.
Oof. I wonder how long they could like drag that on though. Like,
I don't know. I would have to watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch it, but I don't know. I had read it and I was like, I don't know. Like 10 and why 10? Like 10-year-olds ain't that childish though. Like at 10, what you was at 10 years old? What you in like the 6th grade?
Yeah, 6, right? 5th, 6th.
Yeah, 5th, 6th. Yeah,
so you're kind of getting into that age where
you kind of get into that preteen age.
You're like, that's not cool.
Yeah. So now if they would say 5-year-old him, now that would have been different. Oh, I don't want to see 5-year-old SpongeBob. Now I'm thinking about it. I really don't. Okay.
That'd be everywhere. He'd be everywhere then.
Oh my God, like a Mexican jumping bean.
Yeah, right.
So I'm gonna wrap this up, but I like to end this podcast with random facts. So last time I had set too many, and I had just asked Siri random. It was just too many. So I'm gonna say we're gonna pick a number between 1 through 4, and we're gonna ask Siri to see how many we're gonna do. So let's see if she wants to respond today. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 1 through 4.
A random number between 1 and 4 is 3.
All right, so we're doing 3. So we're gonna do 3 facts to wrap up this random ass podcast. This is a longer podcast, but I think we got like a lot done. Like we got some good stuff done.
I feel like we've accomplished a lot.
Yeah,
I'm pretty proud.
We
of this.
had a good discussion. Okay, so the first one, we're gonna do 3. The first one is a duck's quack doesn't echo and no one knows why.
No, they've tested this theory, I guess. Right? They've thrown like a duck into a cave or something.
The fact that they said that no one knows why is definitely like several people have done this.
Oh wow.
And, like, nobody knows why. That's so weird though.
That's crazy. Is it? I guess it's the frequency, maybe. Oh well.
See, now I kind of want to go get a duck and put it in this room.
Well,
and
I have a duck.
You have a duck?
Yeah. So there's a duck. We'd have to catch it, and that thing's scared of everything. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want it now. I've always wanted a duck. Ducks are cute. However, I don't like geese.
No.
Oh, this camera about to die. I'm gonna say this. I don't like geese because one time I came home from like junior high, and like my front yard was filled with geese, and it scared the shit out of me. It was bad.
That's terrifying.
So the other one is that, speaking of chickens, there are more chickens in America than people on the planet.
That's terrifying.
So that kind of, I guess that would make sense why people are sacrificing fucking chickens. That would make chickens.
There's too many to go around.
They're gonna take
I cannot
over.
take all my sins.
God damn it! This fucking ad. We're racing against time. Okay. Oh God. No, we knew that already. Okay. So, what? Okay. It says water can boil and freeze at the same time.
That makes no sense to my mind.
Can we test that theory? Is that possible? Can we test that?
Water can
boil and freeze at the same time.
I don't get that.
We'll have to get some antifreeze.
Right? How would we do that? We
might need to put a hot plate inside of a freezer. I don't know. Stay tuned next week.
That's right.
For next time for us to test that theory.
Yeah,
okay, well, I'm going to wrap this up. If you were watching this on YouTube, make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. If you're listening to us on SoundCloud, make sure that you go and follow us on YouTube so you can watch this when it does air a week after the 15th or the 3rd. Well, it'll be the 15th now. So, but make sure you do that. Social medias and things. It's all iHeart Chelsea 93. If you want to follow me, but if you want to follow Fantastic Oreo, all that will be in the description box. But thank y'all for joining us for the 2nd episode. I'm glad we upgraded. Let me know what y'all think of this background and stuff. And let me know what y'all think about my friend. I love John.
Thank you for having me on. I love this. This is great.
This is great.